Hi, I'm Yvette Rios, and this is Lightspeed Latin Kitchen, and today I'm gonna be making guacamole. So I'm just gonna cut up one avocado, aguacate, claro que sí. And so I'm just gonna use a rag like this to put under it and just get the pit out like that. Super easy. You just wanna use the rag so that you don't cut yourself when you're getting the pit out. I'm gonna take this guy out and put it into a bowl like this. I've got half a lime that I'm gonna add. I'm gonna put it right into my juicer. Now, if you don't have one of these lime juicers or these lemon juicers, you could just use your hand. And one of the things that I like to do is squeeze it upside down so any seeds get caught in your hand and don't end up in your guacamole. Okay, so I'm gonna take a fork and I'm just gonna mash this up. So you're just gonna crush the one avocado in your bowl. And you know what, add some salt to it because the salt obviously is gonna really boost the flavor, but also the texture of the salt is gonna help you as you try to mash it. So I've got some salt and lime in there. Now I'm gonna add some jalapeno. So you just cut them in quarters like this. Whenever you're cutting something and it's sort of rocky, see that? You don't wanna do that. You wanna flip it over so that the flat side is always down. It's just way safer. And then you guys have probably seen this, but this area here and the seeds is where all the heat is. So if you leave those in, you'll get more heat. If you take it out, you'll get less heat. So I personally like to just take it out. So I'm just gonna cut these up like this, line them up like that, like good little soldiers, and then you can cut through all of them. Okay, so I'm gonna throw this guy in there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add red onion. So I'm just gonna take the end off of this guy here, and I'll cut it in half. Then I'll peel this one off, just take off that last layer of the onion. Keep the stem intact and just cut through almost to the end of the onion. Then just line it up like that and just cut through and you'll have some nice pieces ready to go. So I've got my onion, I'm gonna throw that in there. So once you've got that, you can go ahead and put your cilantro in there. I'm just gonna cut off a bunch of cilantro. I'm gonna use about a tablespoon. So with herbs like this, there's really no trick to cutting them. I sort of bunch them up like that so that they're all together and then you can kind of cut them. So you're just gonna throw that in there like that. And now I'm gonna mix. I'm gonna add one more avocado. And now as I mix this in there, I'm really going to try not to mash it too much because you want the texture of that second aguacate to give it some body. So I'm just gonna kind of fold it in there like that. You wanna taste it and see if it's got enough salt. If it's got enough salt, great. If not, add more. Ooh, that's good. Ooh. I'm just gonna serve it up. I've got kind of a cool kind of tray here that has a side for the chips and a side for the guacamole. And there you go. Honestly, one of the quickest guacamoles I've ever made. Buen provecho.